Gabrielle, and this is my presentation on culture and sleep. So, the textbook defines sleep as a biological necessity that serves essential physiological functions. Some of this includes just allowing the body to rest and repair, consolidating memories, and then I've also listed here from an article development, energy conservation, clearing the brain of waste, modifying immune responses, etc. So, overall, we can say that sleep benefits cognition, performance, and vigilance. Now, despite the fact that sleep is considered a basic human function, sleep does vary depending on cultures throughout the world. So, an example of this is how children co sleep with their parents in most cultures, but in Western countries, it's actually more common for children to sleep alone, whether that is in their own crib, in their own bed, or even separately in their own bedroom. Another interesting tidbit is that we know the number of hours to sleep, the optimal number of hours for humans to sleep in order to function at their best the next day would be 8 hours, right? So in American culture, we actually interpreted this as like a full continuous set of 8 hours of sleep throughout the night. However, that's not a universal notion, right? So some cultures actually split their sleep cycle into two sets or two sleeps, and the first sleep would occur right after sunset, falling asleep, then waking up in the middle of the night for like about an hour or two, maybe to get something to eat, like a midnight snack or something to drink, and then they go back to sleep the rest of the night until they wake up the next day. Um, and for most of human history, this was the typical way of sleeping, to have the two sleep sets with a period of wakefulness in between. And actually, an interesting research was commented on in the book where it mentions that some American adults actually reverted back to this sleep pattern when they were locked in a in a dark room for 14 hours. So it makes us question, like, is this the way that we were meant to sleep, before it evolved to this successive 8 hours. But the amount of sleep that people get also varies across cultures. The textbook is showing a diagram of different countries in which sleep patterns were recorded. This was more specific to infants, so I'm going to get so. Parents were recording how much time of sleep their children got in a day. So overall, predominantly Asian countries sleep less than infants from Western countries, and they were also more likely to practice co-sleeping with their parents. That's not to say, though, that North American infants sleep more than any other infants in the world, because there was a study that found that Dutch infants sleep more than American infants, about 1.3 hours. So, yeah, I have more information, but no more time. So, this concludes my presentation. Here's my works cited, and